Hello class. Today we are going to work on a lab called the Planet Temperature Lab. Some of you have started this lab already and some of you are doing it for the first time. In this video we're going to review the instructions so you can learn more about how different planets have different temperatures. At station number 1, we have a model of a planet that is close to the sun. In our model, this light bulb is going to be the sun, and your hand is going to be the planet. We will hold our hands close to the light bulb, but not so close that we don't burn ourselves. Here we will notice that we can feel some heat from the light bulb. Does the side facing the light bulb get more heat, or does the back side of our hand get more heat? Or is there no difference at all between the palm and the back side? Does the side facing the light bulb get more heat, or does the side not facing the light bulb get more heat? Or is there no difference at all? Follow your lab sheet and see how the temperature for a planet close to the sun varies from the side that's facing the sun to the side that's not facing the sun. For station number 2, you'll have to stand way back here in the back of the classroom. You'll stand with your back right up against this gray table or right up against the counter by the sink. Please be very careful back here so you don't knock anything over or touch something you're not supposed to. So, in station number 2, we are being a model of a planet that is far from the sun. We're going to do it just like station number 1. For station number 2, you'll hold up your hand. Do you feel any heat from the light bulb? You'll have to figure out, is the heat coming from the bulb, or is it just body heat or heat from the heaters above? Where is the heat coming from? Then turn your hand and see, does the amount of heat you're getting from the light bulb change? Are you getting more heat on the side facing the light bulb? Or are you getting more heat from the side not facing the light bulb? Or are you getting the exact same amount of heat no matter how your hand turns? Modeling a planet that is far from the sun and whether there's a big difference between night and day on that planet is what station 2 is all about. At station number 3, we'll observe a model of 2 more planets. Planet Y is hanging right over here, and planet X is hanging right over here. Both of the planets are in fish tanks, and there are some other things in the fish tanks that are the same for both planets, and there might be some things around the fish tanks that are different for each planet. This whole area is called A1 and it has planet X. This whole area is called A2 and it has planet Y. Your job is to follow the instructions on your lab sheet and see, is the temperature on planet X the same or different compared to the temperature on planet Y? And if the temperatures are the same, why are they the same? If the temperatures are different, what might be causing them to be different? That is station number 3. The last part of our planet temperature lab is to do the summary stations. The summary stations is where you will take all the information that you've learned from the lab so far and use it to summarize and apply what you've learned to the planet that you are researching. The first thing it says to do is write the name of your planet. So you'll write the name. If you don't remember, go to your PowerPoint and find your planet that you're working on. It asks some questions like, is the temperature on your planet hot or cold? How are you going to know that? Go to your data sheet where there's information on your planet. Look for the part where it talks about your high temperature and your low temperature. If your planet has the same temperature for its high and for its low, go back to your lab and ask yourself, I wonder why this planet has a big difference between the high and low, or I wonder why this planet has very little or no difference between the high and the low. Think about the things that you learned at the different stations. What did you learn about planets that are close to the sun? Or what did you learn about planets that are far, far from the sun? What did you learn about planets that have thick atmospheres? And what did you learn about planets that have thin atmospheres? Using the information from the lab and the data about your planet and maybe some other planets, you will be able to answer all these questions. Just remember, ask your teacher if you're not sure how to answer them, and always use your resources, the planet temperature data and the lab where you learned all about the different kinds of ways planets can be hot, cold, changing, or not changing.